Hello there. So you've decided to click on my video.
Excellent choice.
I guess all those hours designing the thumbnail really paid off. So welcome, you mangy, bloodthirsty scavengers. Today's choice of carrion, Meghan Markle, which has become a bit of a specialty of mine, though I do say so myself. What has she done now, you're all thinking, aren't you? The thumbnail and title were specific enough to grab my attention and make me click on the video, yet vague enough to leave me questioning, what exactly is this video going to be about? I must find out. You've fallen straight into my honey trap, you idiots! So that's what a honey trap is. Well, I won't be doing anything like that. Yet. Anyway, the point is I've lured you here now, and I'm going to give you what you want. You want it, don't you? You want that sweet, sweet gossip from your dirty little gossip bitch. Oh, if my parents could see me now, they choose not to. So what has Meghan Markle done this time?
A seal opera.
Fox News reports Meghan Markle's newly resurfaced blog reveals close bond with now estranged father amid new war with sister. Okay, so I'm a little bit late to the show. Shoot me. Meghan Markle's blog posts are coming back to haunt her. The chickens are finally coming home to roost. But I wouldn't be counting any of my eggs in a hurry if I was Meghan Markle. Wouldn't be counting those eggs before they hatch. 'Cause she's a bad egg. I think it's going to take more than all of the king's horses and all the king's men to put this egg back together again. Right? You've still got it. This is just the kind of content that keeps your viewers coming back for more. 4 consecutive egg analogies. Come on. Come on. Who else is doing that? You won't get that watching Matt Walsh on the Daily Wire. Don't mention Matt Walsh. They don't like it when you mention Matt Walsh. Because you all love Matt Walsh, don't you? With his big bushy beard and his glasses. The last time I mentioned Matt Walsh in one of my videos, one of you had the nerve in the comments to say that I'm laughing because it's so funny, jealous of Matt Walsh. Well, I'm not, okay? Ben Shapiro could come to me and offer me millions and millions of dollars to make shows for the Daily Wire. Just be there in his little suit.
Daniel Boland, I'm a huge admirer of your show.
Let's get on with the article anyway, shall we? Stop talking about Matt Walsh all the time. You're obsessed, all of you. You're all obsessed. Shut up. Shut up, all of you. You idiots. You're all talking about Matt Walsh all the time. Meghan Markle's blog posts are coming back to haunt her. Yes, they are. As the public buzzes, the public's all buzzy, buzzy, We're all buzzing around. As the public buzzes like bees over the Duchess of Sussex. Is this why Ben Shapiro won't hire me? I've had to change rooms. My darling children were making too much noise. Anyway, where was I? Yes, the public is all buzzing. They're buzzing about the resurfaced blog post about Meghan's sister-in-law, Kate Middleton, in her now defunct lifestyle site, The Tig. Several royal experts have shared an even more compelling post that they described as heartbreaking. The piece focused on the former Suits star's father, a former Hollywood lighting director, so that's what we're getting into today, basically. This comes as Markle's estranged half-sister Samantha Markle sued the Duchess for allegedly making false statements during an interview with Oprah Winfrey. Samantha accused her younger sibling of defamation based on demonstrably false and malicious statements made in the sit-down on March 7th, 2021. Samantha alleged that the Duchess lies were designed to destroy her reputation and have subjected her to humiliation, shame and hatred on a worldwide scale. Samantha wants the former superstar to admit that she lied about her sibling relationship and upbringing to sell a rags to royalty narrative. Yeah, she absolutely does do that. She makes out, she doesn't, I don't know if she's explicitly said it, but she certainly insinuates. Meghan insinuates all the time that she was brought up by Doria, her mother, when she really wasn't, from what we can tell. She spent a lot of time with her father, and the problem is with narcissists, they contradict themselves so often that you can just sort of go back and look at what they've said in the past, and when they've got no motive to lie, they probably told the truth about something. So exactly as Samantha says here, she is selling a rags to royalty narrative. In the documentary that we saw on Netflix, they showed her old neighbourhood, but it wasn't a neighbourhood, it was where her mum lived. In a predominantly black area. It didn't look like a very bad area, I have to say. It looked like a pretty decent, normal area of Los Angeles. But the facts don't seem to add up when you look at what she says in this blog post that's resurfaced, which has now been blocked, by the way. If you go to the TIG archives and you have a look for this this blog entry, it's been crossed out and it's still up, but there's a line through the title. It's bizarre. So they're trying to cover it up. Obviously, they don't want this smoke, right? But it's very clear that she did have a very close relationship with her father. And you know what's really bizarre is this is something I haven't really looked into a lot, and I was looking into the reasons why she has allegedly, what is the problem that she has with her father? Because it was never very clear to me. I knew there was some talk about him giving interviews or going to the paparazzi. It all seems to have come from some photos that he allowed to be taken of himself getting fitted for a suit a few days before the wedding, and he sold the photos to a newspaper rather than. He said they'd been taken without him knowing, and it turned out that he'd received money for them. And that really doesn't seem that bad. And I've been watching a couple of interviews with him. I saw a 60 Minutes Australia interview with him, and he does seem genuinely upset about it. And he even says he was in the wrong to do that. He's apologised for it, and it's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. It seems like they cut him out of their life because he accepted some money, which he could probably have done with, for some photographers to just take a few photos of him. It wasn't. I don't think. I might be missing something here. I don't know if he sold information about Meghan. I don't think he did. As far as I can tell, that's the only thing he did that would have annoyed her. And I don't really know why it would annoy her. It seems more likely to me that it's what her sister is saying, that what Samantha is saying, that she's selling this rags to royalty narrative where she was brought up in a black area in Los Angeles and by a single mother, and she's come into the royal family and then, you know, wants to sell the narrative of, oh, they didn't accept her for who she was, when she is basically just a posh Californian girl. They'd have no reason not to like her. I think the only thing she didn't really like about living in the royal family was, it seems clear to me, is the obligations and the lack of control over your own life. And that's absolutely, you know, you could marry into that naively and sort of go, oh, fuck, I can't stand this anymore, and just be honest about it. But she can't do that. She can't own anything. She's a narcissist. The world has to be against her. She has to be the victim. They have to be racist. They have to be unaccepting, unloving. You know, it can't just be, oh, fuck, what have I got myself into? Because that would be too much like taking responsibility for your own actions. And yeah, narcissists won't do that. So, you know, she says, oh, I'm going to kill myself because, you know, I'm all depressed. And then she gets a $14 million mansion in Montecito, which I've said a billion times before. You know, sounding like a broken record. Anyway, let's go and have a look at what she wrote about her own father before he sold photos to a magazine of himself. In a Father's Day post from 2014, Markle praised the 78-year-old for being a doting dad who encouraged her to draw your own box Don't be immature. That's not. You can do better than that, okay? You know? I'm trying to attract the attention of the Daily Wire here, okay? I'm going to be all serious. I think of so many moments with my dad, Markle recalled. Our club sandwich and fruit smoothie tradition post my tap and ballet classes, which, by the way, he religiously took me to on Saturday mornings after working 75 plus hours a week as a lighting director. Fishing trips along the Kern River and Big Bear Lake to catch catfish or trout and cook it up for dinner. And the commitment he made to lighting my high school musical so that I felt as grand as a Broadway show. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the blood, sweat and tears. The blood, the sweat and the tears. I mean, there's something wrong with that. It's just so cliche, isn't it? You know, derivative. I don't like it when people say stuff like that, because the blood, sweat and tears. I mean, there are very few situations in life that are going to produce blood, sweat and tears. I don't know, bringing a child up, I suppose, could be one of those. But again, it just sounds cliche, doesn't it? I mean, I know it's not meant to be taken literally. Like, he wasn't bleeding. Well, he might have been bleeding from the ears listening to you every day. Blood, sweat and tears. Was he just constantly bleeding and sweating and crying, trying to bring Meghan up? Might have been, actually. Might be literal. I don't know. Anyway, the blood, sweat and the tears, yeah, alright, whatever. I can get over that. I'll give her a pass on that one. The blood, the sweat, the tears. This man who came from so little in a small town of Pennsylvania, where Christmas stockings were filled with oranges and dinners were potatoes and spam. I bet this is all bollocks as well. I bet he was fine, you know. I bet he was fine. Just like she was brought up on, alternately, depends what version you listen to, by Meghan herself. She was either brought up only being able to afford the $4.99 Sizzler salad bar, right? Or eating gourmet larb matzo ball soup, you know? What'll it be, Meghan? Aye. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, imagine that. The Christmas stockings all filled with oranges. Horrible. Yeah, anyway, he invested in my future so that I could grow up to have so much. Yeah, this is strange, isn't it? You know, this rags to riches narrative that she's got, rags to royalty. Yeah, you just scratch the surface a little bit and she grew up in immense privilege, you know, compared to 99.9% of the world's population. She grew up very, very, going to private schools and her dad paying for university and everything. She had an easy life. She really did. She had a very nice childhood by all accounts. Her own, you know, trout fishing. I didn't do much trout fishing in Parson Cross, I tell thee. No, I didn't. Brought up vegetarian on a council estate. Can you imagine how much people took the piss out of me? Well, look who's laughing now! Me, I'm laughing. That's who. I'm so over it. He helped me turn my bathroom into a dark room when I was 12 because I wanted to be a photographer. Shading my windows in red lighting gels, filling my cabinets with extra jugs of fixer. She shared. Thanks for sharing, Meghan. He put gas in my car when I went from audition to try. Well, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This stupid fucking voice. Losing my mind here. He put gas in my car when I went from audition trying to. Went from audition. Oh, right. This is a mistake. It's a typo. Right. When I went from audition to trying. So when I went to audition trying to make it as an actress. Right, I guess. Went from audition to audition. Yeah, it's missing audition. It's missing the second audition. Do you see the problem? It's not because I can't read, Ben Shapiro. Right? I can read an auto cue. I'll be fine. So long as, there are no bloody mistakes. Okay. I'll learn. I'll pick it up as I go along. Look at Matt Walsh. He's doing fine, isn't he? I won't be ungrateful like that bastard. What's his bloody name? His name's gone. Mug Club guy. Stephen Crowder. That's the one. Yeah. Stephen Crowder. Crying because you offered him $50 million for over 4 years. $50 million. I'll do it for 20. Ben Shapiro. All right? $20 million. It's a bargain. I think it's a bargain. Here's the person who believed in this grand dream of mine. Well before I could even see it as a possibility. Fucking my way to the top. I'm sorry. I'm joking. God damn it. Stop taking me out of context, eh? It was a joke. He taught me to write thank you notes, to always arrive early, to drink Arnold Palmer's. What the frig is that? What are Arnold Palmer's? I'm not doing my research, you do my research. Put it in the comments. I don't have $50 million like Stephen Crowder, to turn down. So, I don't have time, okay? Alright. To drink Arnold Palmer's, to find my light when I'm on camera and beyond. To find your light when you're on camera and beyond, as in other things, or to find your light on camera and in other situations. Figuratively. She likes to be figurative. And that right there is the point. My dad taught me to find my light. Oh, they love light, Harry and Meghan, don't they? Light! Look at all the lights in the street. None of them are as bright as my mother, who was pure perpetual light. Well, yeah, that's the point. That is the point right there. My dad taught me to find my light. What the fuck does that mean? And he taught me to always make my own box. Make my own box. To my dad, my thoughtful, inspiring, hardworking daddy, happy Father's Day. If I had all the water in the world, I'd give it to you. She does put in parenthesis there that you won't get that quote, but he will. And for Father's Day, that's all that matters. So fair enough. That wasn't just a stupid, meaningless remark like most of what she says. She did clear up that she knows that what she just said there was nonsense. But it's obviously an in-joke that they had. Strange that, seeing as she was brought up by her mother in the ghetto. I'm done. I'm so goddamn done. Anyway, I'm done for today. I really am. I can't go on. I can't go on. Can't go on any longer. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Like, share it everywhere. Make sure everyone sees this. Especially Ben Shapiro. Because I want him to give me $20 million. See you in the next one. See you in the next one.